Now what I'm going to do is try to make some beef burgers. And I can usually make beef burgers, but we'll see. What I've got is homemade breadcrumbs. And the reason I did that is because some of you guys can't take gluten, some of you can't take sugar, and some of you can't take yeast. So I had to bake a little loaf of bread that didn't contain any of those things, and then toast it lightly, break it up, run it through the little food processor that's a nut chopper, and then there it is. So I'm going to put some of that in the beef. And I've got 500 grams of beef, which, for those of you on the other side of the pond, is roughly a pound. So there's that. And I've got a large egg. Yesterday I tried to bake some turkey burgers, because I tried to use the air fryer for turkey burgers and they were so dry. So I tried to bake them in the oven. Same result, they were just too dry. Some garlic powder, some dried parsley, onion powder, and it's got a powder, onion powder. This homemade sauce that I made because it's gluten-free, soy-free, sugar-free, all that. So I got that made up. Let's put 1, 2. And the recipes always call for salt, but this sauce is already salty, so I'm not going to do that. And we'll see how this works out, because I also have minced garlic and frozen chopped onions. They might put a bit more moisture in, but I'm going to try to cook them a bit more quickly. Yesterday, trying the air fryer where you can make 1 or 2 at a time, and then the oven, it just took all day. And the garden party is on Friday, so I need to get cracking. Today's Wednesday, no time to play. Good thing I have a bread maker. It's making the gluten-free, sugar-free bread, and I have to learn how to make yeast-free bread that isn't good for just breadcrumbs. That, I think, is going to take a bit longer to master. And you get all of everything thoroughly mixed in, and I can see the breadcrumbs. They weren't over toasted, just lightly, so they can still take in some moisture. which will help. And because this is beef, that tends to be a bit more moist. What I forgot, well, it was the shop today looking for minced chicken thigh. I forgot to get some mushrooms because they would also add moisture because they contain water. But we'll just see how this batch comes out. And what I'm going to do today, which should help quite a bit, is cook them up in a fry pan with just a touch of oil. Got that turned on. Just a couple of tablespoons of oil, that's it. Or actually that probably wasn't even quite 1 tablespoon of oil. And I've got some chilies. Spread the oil around. Heat the pan. So these are for a garden party where there's no cooking facilities. So they have to be done in a way that will make them pleasant to eat cold. So this is a bit of an experiment, but if it doesn't work, I have plenty of gluten-free puff pastry that I can use to switch the plan and make pasties. It just means that I'll have a lot of gluten-free buns because they were already ordered. Tesco didn't have, they had a gluten-free aisle, but not very many of the gluten-free buns. I expect those are being rapidly purchased because everyone's going out to the picnics at the moment, fighting the gulls. Gulls here are very aggressive. Right now, yeah, this is already more moist than the turkey burgers, where turkey breast just tends to be such a dry meat. So I'm hopeful that this will work. And it'll certainly go faster and won't make the kitchen as hot as the oven did. Yesterday was so hot. It's already, I mean, we were talking yesterday about how it's already hotter than it's ever been in July. We don't have these hot temperatures, June. We don't have these hot temperatures in June that we're having this month at all. So this is a bit interesting. It's going to be fun to see what August is like. If it's already 28 degrees here now, what's August going to look like? Okay, wash my hands. The bread in the bread maker does smell lovely. Okay, I need to get got to get something to put the cooked burgers in. Okay, I decided when I got the pan that watching me cook for about 10 minutes would be about as fun as watching paint dry. So I just finished cooking the burgers and then put them out to cool while I'm cooking the other ones. And they look good. Let's see how they're not greasy. There's no grease under here because I used sunflower oil and just enough. That has a good flavour. So I will let it cool, put it in the fridge, try it again cold, and it should be all right. But I did think of a use for the gluten-free buns. If it isn't, I'll just toast them and make them into more breadcrumbs. So we'll see how this goes, and I'll compare it to, I think I will use the minced garlic that I got. See if I can put my hands on it. Oh, I put it in the fridge. Never mind. And the chopped onions from long ago that I've had in the freezer, and see what difference those make. And then I can just let you know if which one is better. Usually fresh is better, but we'll see. But I'm pleased with the way they came out. There is literally no grease in the pan. And so, it's just water from the burgers, but the temperature sealed that up nicely, so they should be moist. As I put it on, I have an induction hob and I set it on 6. Every hob is different though, so you might find it different, but I'm quite pleased. So we'll see how the rest of it goes. Bye.